what you gonna give me when I win this little?
I told you.
What?
My money's your money.
No, I'm gonna want like a foot massage and like something.
We can make that happen. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Moving up with the Miclettes.
Moving on up.
Mm-hmm. And here we are once again. My name is Joseph.
And I'm Sherri.
And we have a very special 9-month update video for you about our Roth IRA accounts.
Mm-hmm. We've still been able to contribute and keep going, even though we're getting crushed right now, like crushed.
Like orange crush, grape soda crush.
Mm-hmm.
But so is everybody else.
Yes.
Like the whole market is being crushed right now for the most part. So, patience and perseverance, big picture, zoom out. Don't zoom in and focus on the red, right?
Exactly.
Zoom out, focus on what's really important. Like you said, the fact that we are maxing it out every month is a great feeling. And again, we might be in the red right now, and some of us might be a little bit more in the red than others. If you remember, way back in January, we said we were going to make this a friendly competition to see, whose account had the most gains over the course of the year, who gained more dividends, who had the most positive outcome. And considering that my money is her money and her money is her money, I guess it's a win-win situation for, it's a win-win situation for some of us up in this house.
All of us.
Yeah, all of us. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with me today. That way, she gets to boast and brag a little bit about what she's got at the end.
All right.
So let's start with our top earners. And for the second straight quarter, which I'm super excited about, ticker symbol LCID. That's right, the one and only Lucid, which is an EV company that is of the future. And maybe in like 10, 15, or 20 years from now, we'll probably own one of their $175,000 vehicles as it floats from San Jose down to LA and visit family members, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I'm excited about this company for the future. And again, because this is our retirement accounts, we're thinking future, right? Mm-hmm. 5 years, 10 years into the future, long term. And so coming in as my top earner, once again this quarter, we have LCID with a total gain of 44.3%. Straight killing the game.
I think I need to finally maybe put it in my Roth. We have it in our, our brokerage account, but I don't have it in my Roth.
Well, it's in my Roth, and since my money is your money, I guess you have it technically, right? We were looking at $17 a share a month ago, and now we're at $24 and holding strong in that $24 to $25 a share range. So I'm excited. And once they actually get cars on the road and their deliveries delivered and cars in garages, I'm hopeful for some big growth at that point.
All right.
Yeah. My second stock that is coming in as the second highest earning is the one and only VNQ, which is a Vanguard real estate ETF that both Sherri and I have in both of our Roth IRAs and have actually been killing it since the beginning of the year. So go ahead, VNQ. We see what you do.
We see you.
Right. It's that real estate game. So
them REITs.
And for those of us that want to get into the real estate but maybe don't own the property outright, think about ETFs, right? For those of you that may consider owning some pieces of real estate companies or some ETFs or getting into real estate in general, this might be a pathway that you could at least start with, like ourselves, and see some benefit to that.
Yeah, check them REITs out.
Yep. And with VNQ in my portfolio, we're coming in with a gain of 18% for this quarter, and technically overall, right? Overall, but once again in this quarter, it's a top earner. Now, for my bottom dwellers.
Dang, dwellers, not even.
I would.
That mean they just like float down there.
Yeah, man. I would say cellar dwellers, but if you know your 90s era hip hop, I didn't want to take it that far. Just saying. Shout out to the 90s era hip hop crew. But yeah, man, these are some bottom dwellers that I was super hopeful about to start the year with, and I have hopes for them, and I have my theories. I've been kicking around my theories as to why these two stocks are getting hit so bad over the last 9 months. They've dropped down precipitously over this calendar year.
Aren't there TI?
And it's been rough.
Yeah.
So here's my theory. Our federal government and politicians that were campaigning on the promise and the outlook for a cleaner energy country for the future, and with the consideration of legalization of cannabis and marijuana and the decriminalization of cannabis and marijuana offenses, has now suddenly taken a back burner. That's my theory. And so until that legislation gets researched and really thought about and really discussed in Congress, and the infrastructure bill is actually passed, then I think we're just going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait it out. This is the time to load up if you can. Think of it as a buying opportunity.
Yep. So then what are your two top losers?
So my two top losers, or my dwellers, and they've been down there for months and months and months, are, again, PBW, right, which is my Invesco Wilder Hill Clean Energy ETF, and MSOS, which is a cannabis ETF here in the United States. And respectively, PBW is down at 48.56% for the year. 48. And MSOS, which I was just so hopeful for, is down at 56% for the year. So again, I'm still holding on to them. I'm still investing into them, just not as much as I did before. However, I'm holding out, and I'm really hoping for some changes out there in DC to help us with these stocks.
Yeah.
So
come on, man. We want to get you high, man. Load up. Come on. Get them ETFs going.
All right, Smokey. I hear you. I hear you, Smokey. Anyways, not that we're endorsing anything, all right? But, these are definitely some things for the future that can have some major, serious benefit to a number of different aspects of our society.
Yeah.
So we're looking at that not just from a social perspective, from an economic perspective as well. As far as what it's looking like this quarter, I'm reporting back
from the studio
with a total loss of $82.09 this quarter. That's right. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
I'm in the red. A loss. And that means a percentage loss of 6.83%. This is my retirement, y'all. So, again, 9 months into the game.
Yeah.
But again, we're being patient.
Bigger picture.
Yep, zoom out.
Well, on a positive note, what about them dividends?
Them dividends is coming in for a total of $31.03.
Hey!
Yeah, so them dividends are still coming in, but as we mentioned, somebody else over here has some bigger numbers to report.
Okay, well, I mean, not necessarily bigger, but, just maybe a smidge. Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. So, enough about me. What about you?
So, for me, my top earners, just like you mentioned before, one of mine is VNQ. Now, that's the REIT, like we said before, and, those can put out, those big gains for you if you're interested in looking up real estate ETFs. So for me, VNQ had a gain of 17.29%. Not as high as your 44.3.
I mean,
but 17.29. Okay, I'll take it. That's pretty good after 9 months.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. So my second top earner, which is VOE, which is the Vanguard Mid Cap ETF, came in at 12.85% gain.
Okay.
So like I said, you had kind of, you blasted me out the water. But overall.
This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. As long as you know. And my third top earner is VOO, which is the Vanguard S&P 500. And, that came in at 9.57%.
Oh, you reporting back on 3 today.
Yes. I normally do 3. You normally do 3 too, but I guess today you wanted to do 2. You just wanted to rub it in my face that one of them had 44.3%, huh?
I mean, you ain't got to speak too much. Let your actions talk for you.
Oh, excuse me. So, my first loser stock, I'm just going to have to say it, is MSOS.
Dang.
I mean...
Not getting high today.
The percentage that I'm down, it's almost... I mean, I
almost like you need to get high, huh?
Exactly. Like, in order to look at this number, I apparently need to light something up. But at 60.37%.
Ooh.
That ain't nothing nice.
So instead of loading the boat, we need to balance the boat. We need to balance.
Rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Anywho.
We need to balance the boat.
So number 2 coming in similar as you is PBW. And like I said, this clean energy, y'all better get it together. Because you make me want to go on back to the
coal.
Fumes. Exactly, the coal, okay?
And we ain't even let's just say this. We're really not even trying to do all that. Mm-hmm. But it's not so much that we don't like clean energy and we don't agree with it. It's in fact we do.
Yes.
But it's like, dang, like why is this getting hit so bad? What is it about clean energy that a lot of people are just afraid of? Mm-hmm.
I mean, coming in number 2 for me, which was a little bit better than MSOS, is 51.51%.
Say it again?
51.51.
Oh, 51.51. Okay.
I mean.
Again,
it's
come on.
Hard. It's hard.
It is hard, especially when it's something that could be so beneficial to humanity.
Yes.
Come on, DC.
And my last loser, bottom dweller, succubus.
Wow. Succubus.
Taking all my money.
Dang.
Is ARC-G. Now look here.
Oh, Kathy.
I let this man right here.
Kathy.
I let this man.
Kathy.
Kind of talk to me about Kathy Woods. Is that her name?
Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood.
Kathy Wood.
Kathy Wood was good.
This ARC-G.
Yeah.
Even though it's better than MSOS, I'm not going to get on you too hard. But, I mean, it's a negative at 45.51% though.
Yeah. Genome. Science. Genetics. Engineering.
Yes.
Let's get on this biogenetic engineering research. Come on, companies. We got people out here, Silicon Valley, these companies that could take this out the water, blow it out the water.
We assume. Yes. But anyways, even with all of that, I still had a total gain of $52.72.
Dang. Speak on it.
Even with a 60%,
Yeah, you took some hits.
Yeah.
But you got on that rope-a-dope. Mm-hmm. You lasted to the 12th round, and you came out victorious.
Yes. I mean, I only had a market gain of about $17.30, but...
It's a gain.
Yes, it's still a gain. I didn't have a negative $82. You know what I mean? I have a positive 52.
Oh, yep. Yep. About that.
Well, like he said, my money is my money. So... and in regards to my dividends,
Speak on them dividends.
Brought in $35.45. I can go get me a little snack somewhere, a coffee.
A coffee and some pumpkin spice lattes.
In about 15 years when I'm able to access this Roth IRA, okay? Yes.
Yeah.
But like we said, this is a bigger picture. It's only been 9 months. We will give maybe our final one at our 1 year mark of us having our Roths open and share with you, once again, the top earners, the losers of the group, and, just see how we've kind of rounded off the whole entire year.
Yeah. And for many people that are afraid to invest into the stock market, again, the volatility that is out there is temporary, right? And so we're joking and we're kidding about our positions right now, but in all seriousness, we are very, very, very focused on the future, and we're going to stick through this no matter what, right? We have no option but to. Yeah. So we're going to keep maxing it out every month. We're going to keep maxing it out every year, and we're going to stay patient. So that way we know that in the end, we're still going to come out on top, because again, the down is only down for temporary amounts of time. And when you zoom out and you look at that big picture, you know, we might be down for a few months, which for some people seems like a very long time. But when you think about how long we still have to go to keep investing and keep earning, getting those dividends, it's going to pay off in the future. Because again, as we said before, putting that money in a shoebox is the same as if we were to put it in a bank account earning 0.4%, right? And so, you know, we got to look at the big picture.
Don't come for the high yields right now. 0.4 is the high yields right now.
I mean,
and that's basically what we're talking about.
Yeah. So truth of the matter is, zoom out, stay focused on the plan, stay focused on the big picture, remember what is important, and just stick to it. And as always, please do your own research. We are not financial advisors. We're just a family in San Jose that's trying to...
Dang, don't tell them all of our locations.
They already know. We're just a family in San Jose that's trying to set ourselves up for our future and building that long-term retirement as we establish our generational wealth for our family. And remember, we're just sharing what our experience is, what our journey is, so that maybe it can help you as we share our journey, bring some perspective, some peace of mind, and maybe even some motivation to get you started on what you want to establish for yourself and your family in the future as well.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us as we listed off our top earners and our bottom dwellers of our Roth IRA. And hopefully you'll catch us back here when we hit our 1-year mark. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And if you have any suggestions, you want to give any tips, go ahead and leave that in the community as well.
And as we always say,
keep moving up with the Miclettes.
See you next time.